Hi everyone, it's me, Aurora Show, and I'm here for you. I'm here with you, I should say, in a slightly different video than the ones I normally make. This is like take 5 of this video. It's it's hard. It's been hard to make. I made the mistake of trying to do it completely unscripted, and that means that in my normal way, I'll start rambling off about some other subject and realize I kind of ruined the whole thing, and probably the best thing to do is start all over again. So here I am, and hopefully this is the last take. I just wanted to get on camera and share with you, the audience, what's been going on and what type of videos you can expect from me in the future. If you have been to this channel before, it will have been because of this series of Xenoblade Chronicles tutorials that I made, which I'm pretty proud of. I know there's some complaints about me talking slowly. I tried to get the cadence down so that the captions, people had time to read them and really take it in. And, you know, it's a fair criticism, though. I did talk super slow, but hopefully the information was useful. However, that's not the only type of video I'm going to be making. And in fact, those are going to be the minority of videos on the channel. I made those videos because, one, I realized that for new players coming for the first time to the game that I loved and have loved for years, a lot of people will get frustrated. There's a huge information dump at the beginning of the game. It's easy to miss things, and it just helps to have somebody to sort of walk you through that basic process of fighting enemies and leveling up and stuff like that. But it's all supposed to be basic level stuff. There's a reason why at the very beginning of the first video, I recommend people turn on casual mode. I've kind of run out of material for that series because going beyond what I've done already is going to require a lot more in-depth information instead of the surface level information that I'm conveying for people who just want to play through the game and are stuck. Now it's probably time to move on. It may not be the last tutorial I'll make, especially if I get a lot of requests for specific information, but again, not going to be the focus of the channel. So what is the focus of the channel? Well, that's actually something I got stuck on for a while. I started the channel a few months ago. I had an idea of something that I wanted to say, and I didn't know what that was. I've tried before to make content related to video games. I've written reviews. You can probably find them online if you dig deep enough. Flash forward from a few years ago when I was trying to do that to a couple months ago, back in like April, beginning of May. I've been stuck at home since March. Haven't had a haircut since December. And I just wanted to do something. I wanted to connect with an audience. I wanted to share ideas. And I felt that maybe streaming and YouTube would be a good way to do it. So I used some of my stimulus check, some of my tax refund, and I got myself a computer, got myself a cheap microphone and a capture card, and I just got to work. Honestly, the thing that pushed me towards making tutorials as the first videos was because I thought that would be a great way to learn how to edit videos. There's a lot of editing involved in something like that. And I was right. But it's not the only type of video I want to make, as I said earlier. And that became abundantly clear in the past couple weeks. So this next part of the video is going to get a little personal. I've struggled most of my life with ADHD. It's not the worst thing to have in the world. There's way worse issues you can have. But it was a big realization to me, and it was really helpful to identify how that's affected my life, and basically gave me the ability to work on my issues by just recognizing that there was something besides just me feeling like I couldn't get things done because I was lazy. The reason why I'm bringing that up is something that happened a couple of weeks ago. Now, if you look on my channel, you'll notice that my last video, it's been about a month now. The reason why there was a break in videos was because that was about the time I went back to work. The facility that I worked at opened back up. We were back in business. And I figured I'd have to take a week or two off to just sort of get the hang of being back at work after being away for so long. Well, about 2 weeks after that, the company I work for announced that we were going to be furloughing some employees because we were making a tiny fraction of the revenue we normally make. And one of those employees ended up being me. What that meant is, thankfully, they're still holding on because they want to be able to call us back to work when they can. They're paying my benefits, my health insurance, and I'm on unemployment now. So it's not the worst thing that has ever happened to anyone, but it sure is stressful. One thing that I did when I got that call was tell myself that this is your opportunity. This is not how you wanted the opportunity to happen, but you now have unrestricted time to work on the channel that you wanted to grow, the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel. And then I buckled down and proceeded to do absolutely nothing for 2 weeks. What happened was I kind of got into a spiral. Every single bit of structure in my life had been yanked away from me, and I did not account for that. This is the hard part, yeah. I've had a job nonstop for 15 years, probably even more than that. I've always had something in my life that just sort of made sure I got up in the morning and, things were done. That wasn't happening anymore. And that made things really hard for me. It was just a tough thing to adjust to. And added on to that, there was a guilt spiral. Knowing that I could stay in bed all day and nobody would notice or care, that's hard. I didn't have that driving force of, you don't feel great today, you're tired, but if you don't show up at work, people are going to be upset. People are going to be disappointed in you. That was gone. So I struggled getting anything done. I had no inspiration. I had no drive to do anything. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And by not doing anything, I felt guilty that I wasn't doing anything, which made me depressed, which made me apathetic about doing something, and it got into this vicious spiral. And that's kind of the story of my life sometimes with the symptoms that I have. It's just something that I deal with. I was only diagnosed with ADHD about a year ago, and up until then, I just thought that was how I was. Now it's made it easier to become motivated and to get things done, because when I deal with setbacks like that, I can tell myself, that's that's your symptoms. That's not you. You don't have to blame yourself for feeling that way or having an off day. Just get back to work. and I can move past it a lot easier. So, we're stuck in week 2 of me being at home with nothing going on, and I've just been struggling to come up with a topic for a video. I didn't know what to cover in a tutorial. I didn't even know if I wanted to make a tutorial. And I had a great conversation with somebody online who's dealing with some of the same things I did, and that's what motivated me to move forward. They were asking me about the channel, because I was talking about struggling to even put a camera on the stream or anything like that. And I don't know why, but it just got my brain going, and I was thinking, and just somehow it just snapped into place. There's 2 things that this channel is going to be about from now on, and that's what all these past few minutes have been leading up to. There's 2 things I can bring to you that I think I do well. The first is communication. Yes, this video was rambly. It wasn't scripted. But normally, I can sit down and get thoughts out in a clear manner in a way that I think can help people. I can sit down and I can communicate my ideas in a way that will make sense to you. Friends, family, colleagues, they've all said that that's a strength of mine. And, it took me 35 years to believe it, but here I am, and I actually can accept that there's some qualities I have that are unique to me and that I might be good at. The second thing that I know I do well is I'm passionate about things that interest me. I can get sucked into a rabbit hole on any new topic. Camera lenses, lights, figuring out what stuff I needed to start making videos was insane to me. I spent, a month just researching what laptop or computer I was going to get. I spent another month figuring out what the best value microphone was going to be for me. Those happened in the same month, but you get what I mean. I'll spend forever obsessing about this stuff. And that's the kind of enthusiasm that I think certain people like myself can appreciate, and that's something I want to share. I'm the guy who'll show up when you invite me over with a bag full of weird snacks I found at the grocery store, because my idea of a good time is going to be trying that stuff out together. I like to try new things. I like to explore things, and I like to share that experience. It's not as much fun by myself. I like to compare it, and I like to see what other people think about it. So communicating my impressions on stream, on video, it's going to be a lot of fun, and that gets me excited. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to share. So going forward, a lot of my videos are going to be oriented in that direction. Yesterday, I did a stream where all I did was go through all the Pokemon cards coming out in the new Darkness Ablaze set this month. That was a fun time for me, and people came on the stream and enjoyed it and participated, and we talked about what kind of strategies we do. Bit of background if you didn't know, I play the Pokemon TCG competitively, so there will probably be some content around that from time to time. I'm not an expert. There's definitely better people out there than me, but I can share what makes the game fun, and that would be what any content is focused on. I might make a video where I take all these Game Boys and PSPs off the shelf and show off my handheld collection. I have one of every Game Boy because I love handhelds. That's something I want to share. That's the kind of thing I'm going to be doing from now on. So, hopefully you're along for the ride. A lot of the videos you're going to see are going to be me right here looking at you with something cool that I want to share, or that I just found out about, or that I'm learning about. My streams are going to be a lot of the same. Let's try this new game out together. I want to see what it's about. Hey, I actually, on stream recently, I figured out how to hook a PlayStation 1 up to a modern TV and get good picture quality out of it. And we're going to stream Final Fantasy VII. I've never played it before. I'm excited. That's the kind of thing I want to do. So if that interests you, hopefully you stick around for the next video. And please, if you feel compelled to, share your thoughts. I want to hear what you think. Have you dealt with similar things to me in the past? I brought that up because that's stuff I'm going to share too. Part of communicating my own experience of things and why I relate to it is going to be sharing struggles I have. You know, without sharing those struggles, it's hard to communicate why a particular piece of art or something else is compelling to me. So I can't leave that out of any analysis that I do. Well, with that said, we're about to wrap this up by now. Thanks for watching and supporting so far. And please, please, please take care of yourself. This is a tough time to be alive.